how much does money to you on your journey mean into what you spend now and what you save for? And do you still have any urges whatsoever to go buy that new Versace or whatever it is? I don't know anything about brands, but that's the name that came to mind.
So yes, money I think is a large aspect of what is important. I think a lot of people, when they hear minimalism, they assume like nomadic living, which it can. But I live what I believe to be like a normal life within the United States. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at that, money is a tool that we need to consider and also plan for in order to live within the boundaries that we're given in the society we live in. So as much as I would love to say, oh, like money doesn't matter, you could just be happy, money's not the most important. The reality is within the boundaries we've been given, money is like a very important thing. And I think minimalism is sort of the launching pad to a lot of things. Some of them being spiritual, like we spoke about earlier, being able to get to that place of calm and slow and intentionality. It starts with the stuff, and then it gets there. But I think it's also a launching pad to a lot of financial literacy, and at least in my experience. It started off with buying less impulsively. And then I started noticing that I had excess money. So I started looking into what I could do with that in order to best set myself up for the future. And I know you hear like a lot of gurus talk about having passive income, but the reality is like that's very true. In the United States, the people who are the most comfortable the earliest in life they don't make money. Your earned income isn't really enough to catapult you to retirement or even like a comfortable way of living. Unfortunately, in the United States, we don't have very many social safety nets, even for our elderly or like veterans or anything like that. So what you're able to build and safeguard yourself with is what you have. And I think there's a lot of importance in that. So I've researched a lot of money literacy, and I do have a trajectory that I'm headed on with regards to money. Ideally, I'd like to be able to build my brand online through being able to help people with things like minimalism, intentional living, being healthier, all of that. Maybe launch some sort of like a course to be able to help people, a little bit farther reach. That way, if they don't have the time to watch my videos, maybe they can do a course. Maybe perhaps in the future buy investment property or invest more into the stock market. Just really diversifying my streams of income. And I know that sounds like the absolute opposite of minimalism, but I think with something like money, at least in my life right now, I don't take a minimalist approach. I take more of like a safety net approach, which unfortunately does require a little bit more effort and a little bit more headache. So I'd love to say that it doesn't matter, but it does. So that's the approach I take. And I haven't really found a balance with simple management because it's so not simple.
I think what's so golden about what you said is it's a tool. And I think more and more people are starting to realize that money is something not to go crazy and like, what was it, Donald Duck's uncle or somebody, the one swimming
Scrooge.
in the one swimming, the one swimming in the bath of gold and money. But for us, especially now in these times, we know now more than ever the importance of saving for your future self, the tool to get there financially, to do that for the here and later, right? And also for, cash is king. I mean, if the pandemic has taught us anything in very dire economic times, if you can't make that next mortgage payment because of something that impacted you adversely with your job and what happened in the economy, holy moly, what's going to happen to this family? I think money's becoming so incredibly important as, like you said, a safety net and as a tool that's really waking a lot of people up. So I'm really happy you phrased it like that.